Hello, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all well this week. Today I'm going to be taking you on a Marks & Spencer's shop. I went to a larger store and had a good look around. I've got well over 60 things to show you, I think. So let's get into it. So here we are looking at the models. Quite a nice blue striped shirt there. They've got that very pulled in at the waist to define the waist. Those green shorts again, I think we saw the red ones last week. Not that keen on the green dress there, particularly the crew neck style. Not sure about this. I quite like the skirt there. Again, that top is a sort of preppy look, some nice bags there. This was nicer. I like the white skirt and the red fitted top there. Thought that was really nice. And they've got a few nice bags here as well. You can see a little mini dress there. I like these striped sort of beach type bags. Thought they were nice. Not so keen on the mini dress there, but that's for younger people, isn't it? Or if you're nice and petite and you can get away with it. So let's have a look. What have we got then? So first of all, I'm looking at a black skirt there. Maybe not for summer. I'm not showing you that one. There's a nice little white top here. A knitted top with the black contrast collar there. That was really pretty actually. That was nice. Ribbed fabric. It was £30. And it's got a little bit of that greeny lime green tipping on it. Yes, the trench coat that we see all the time, don't we? It's still there and it's still a great coat. What else have we got? Oh yes, this was quite a nice shirt with a little black tie there, the sort of lace tie. That was £33. A polyester type fabric that. And look at this lovely little short brown trench coat. I mean, that's fantastic. If you can wear a cropped jacket like that, what a lovely trench coat. I think it was £60, but that's really nice. I mean, that will take you right through to the autumn, through to winter almost. So very on trend, those short trench coats. What else can we see? Oh yes, I have shown you that dress before, the brown and the black check dress. I think we've seen that before. There's another cropped coat there, trench coat in the normal beigey sort of colour. And then we've got this brown jumper here, £26, just a short sleeve jumper. I think it came in the sort of pale yellow colour there as well. Looking past some of those bags, we've seen those before as well, some of those sort of evening bags. Sweet little gingham set. Now I think it's actually a mini skirt. I thought it was shorts, but I think it's a mini skirt and a top. Not sure about the skirt. That was, I think, £36 or £30. I think the top is slightly more expensive. Is that the one that's £36? Yeah. I like the top because it's V-neck and it's got ruching. Not sure about mini skirt, but nice cream cardigan here with gold buttons. This was a little bit more pricey, but it does look nice quality. This was £55. Nice gold detail buttons there and sort of a nipped-in waist sort of style there, fitted waist. And then there's a bit more gingham now coming up, very popular this summer as it was last summer. So there's a couple of different versions of the gingham dresses. I think this one was £48. But there's another one you can see behind. It isn't quite the same style. I think it's around the same price. So you could have a look at the different styles there and see which you prefer. Then we've got some trousers. These are nice because they have an elasticated waist at the back, but I may have shown you these before. They're £40. And there is a blazer that matches them. I know I've shown you that before. Nice little yellow top. Now this is very popular. This comes in about 4 different colours. And I think it's sold out in the yellow online. It's £34. Nice little sort of corset style fitted top. Really pretty. I think it comes in a dark blue, a brown and a sort of beigey colour, neutral colour. Then we've got this blouson on style jacket, a nice light jacket. This is quite on trend. £50 this one is. Sort of that slightly parachutey fabric. Very sort of pleated, very gathered. Add a little bit of bulk on top though, so better if you're petite on top there. And then there's a nice knitted waistcoat here. That comes in different colours as well. This was a sort of light brown colour with the buttons and obviously sleeveless. And this was £28, I think. That's quite a sort of firm fabric. It's got a bit more of a sort of shape of its own there. Then looking at some slightly more tailored things I think we're going to be looking at now. So we've got some pink and navy seem to be some of the sort of colours that there was a lot of this tailoring in. Sorry, my partner's just following me around. Oh, we've come to the lace maxi skirt there. Now this is lovely. It does have vibes of nightwear or underwear, as I'm sure you would agree, but it's very on trend, isn't it? You know, that sort of slip skirt with the lace at the bottom, £40. Then we've got this pink waistcoat, which is £36. Nice fitted style there with the sort of black buttons, and there's various things that go with this. I think there's shorts that go with it, and then there's this jacket which is a nice sort of cropped style jacket, again about £65. And I know I keep saying it, but those sort of jackets suit you much better if you're more petite on top and you want to add a little bit more sort of bulk. So that's what I would say to that. Next thing we've got is this lace maxi skirt. Now, they had one like this very similar last year. This is slightly different, but I have to say, ladies, it was £40. Does have vibes of net curtains slightly. Now, maybe some of the younger shoppers won't even know what net curtains are, but do you know what I mean? A little bit nylon-y feeling. This pink blouse was quite nice, a sort of soft touch. I assume it's polyester, I think, £26. But that was a nice soft pink. And then a really nice little pink top there. I'd prefer it if it had a lower scoop neck. It's a little bit high the neck, but it's really pretty. It's £22 and it comes in the cream colour as well. You might have to wear a little cami underneath that because it is a little bit see-through. Then cardigans. I think these ones have a slight linen feel. I think they're £30. Feel like quite light, as though they're designed for summer, and there was a couple of different colour options there. So then we've got, what are we going to do? Oh yes, I know, the striped joggers. So I tried these on in the cream, if you remember, and I actually want to get them in the navy, but our priority isn't buying things that aren't really suitable for summer particularly. So I'm going to save this for the time being, but they're really nice striped joggers, £36. I had a slight problem knowing whether to get the short or the medium or the longer length. Now, a nice set here, nice waistcoat, with covered buttons actually there. Slightly longer design, which would suit me better. This is £46. And then there was the matching striped trousers, which happily have got an elasticated waist. I would like to try these on sometime. But as I said, it was very busy when we were there, so it was difficult to do that. This is £36. So you could have a nice little set there for around 70 something pounds, £80. And then we've got the navy blue waistcoat. This is with the little ties there. I think this was £46. And then we've got some blue striped trousers coming up here. So yeah, you've got the same sort of trousers, but this is in the blue stripe, £36. So there was a variety there of sort of mix and match pieces, the sort of more tailored type thing suitable for work or something smarter where you want to look a little bit smart there in a bit of tailoring. You can see that's quite a nice waistcoat. I do like that waistcoat there. I like the longer line waistcoat on me personally. And then there's a drop waist dress there, so that's £28. And again, that they can work. They are a little bit unforgiving if you've got any lumps and bumps around your tummy, but you'd have to sort of try it and see. It's a sort of purpley blue sort of navy blue colour there. Then Mark's just having a look along the rails. Seen that dress before, haven't we? Then a nice little crop jacket here. So this was a blue zip jacket, £60. And a nice cardigan here with a sort of scalloped edge, so a bit of sort of broidery type lace, a little bit more pricey, that was £46. But look quite pretty for summer. And what else have we got? Some white cotton tops there. And yeah, we've got a cream waistcoat here, a knitted waistcoat. £24. It came in the brown as well, I think. And let's have a little look around here. Oh, this is the dress now. I showed you the skirt earlier. The lace dress is a good price, I think £50. Really pretty. However, what do you agree with me? Does it look like a night dress? I'm not sure whether I could get away with wearing that in the evening. I'm sure a lot of younger people would think that's fine, but I'm not sure about that. £50, really lovely though. I think I'd end up wearing it as a night dress, to be honest, if I wanted to be a little bit glam. Then we've got a red blouse here. Now this is a bit of a boho type blouse with the frills, but I did like it. It's £26. I think this may come in a sort of neutral cream colour as well. And then we've got a red striped top here with a few of the little buttons. That was £33. That was quite nice as well, a little pop of red. And also, if you remember, I showed you this in blue. This is the first time I've seen this jumper in red, a red Argyle jumper, £28, I think. So that's really nice if you like that colourways, if you're still into the browns or the pop of red or whatever. That's a nice little jumper there. And then we've got a white lacy top there, sort of semi-transparent, £46. Again, that will suit you if you're more petite on top. I know I keep saying it, but it's true. And now we're in Jaeger. So don't be put off, ladies. I know it's expensive, but all of these things are quite likely to be in a sale within another 6 weeks. So have a good look, and if there's anything you like, keep your eye out, because I can guarantee you quite a lot of this will be in a sale and you'll be able to find it at very good prices. So we've had a look at those dresses on the models there. This is the pink dress we're going to look at first. So this is the pink dress with a lot of linen content, I think, in it. It's £175, but lovely dress, nice and fitted. Then we've got a print dress. They do some quite iconic sort of prints, don't they, Jaeger, which was £125. We've got a red cord set there on the model. Not sure of the price of those, but that's nice if you like that bright orangey red colour. And then I found a white top here, really nice little jumper there. I think I wanted to find one with the price on it. Yeah, this is £79 for that, I think. And then I think we're going to have a look at some accessories. So Jaeger do some beautiful silk scarves and things. So they generally are actually silk. I'm not sure if they're 100% silk or not, but they come in lots of different designs. So if you're into your silk scarves, it's a slightly more affordable way to get them. I think Jaeger, the prices aren't too much compared to some of the silk scarves that you get. Then unusual colours here. We've got this mustard coloured dress. I like the fit of it. I think that's quite flattering. £125. Now that shape does give you a nice waist there, even if you don't have one. Little blue sort of shift dress there as well. I'm not sure on the price of that one. And you can see that mustard colour is quite prominent here. There was some separates in it. And then a nice little white and blue knitted top. Thought that was pretty. Not sure of the price of that. I think £79, is it? Yeah, £79. So again, I know it's pricey, but believe me, you'll probably see this half price in 6 weeks' time. Then another dress here, a sort of black and cream dress. That bold design on it, £135. Then you can see the black and cream theme going on there, quite a few pieces like that. I did quite like this little jumper I'm coming to, this little blue jumper here. That was lovely, £89. I presume it's got some sort of cashmere or something like that in it as well. Felt very soft, really lovely. Yeah, £89. That was nice. Then there were some other things in Jaeger that looked a little bit more sort of darker colours. Not quite sure if they're that suitable for summer, but well, this green you could wear in summer. This is the linen shirt. probably 100% linen. That's £115. Again, if you do like the 100% linen, it does come in different colours, I think. And there were some trousers that went with it, some pleated wide leg trousers. So this will be good quality linen. Personally, I prefer the linen mixes because I don't like linen that creases, but I know some people like to have the natural fibres. And then a couple more items. What have we got to show you? Well, looking back at the models again, you can see there the black and the cream fabric that's in several different pieces, dresses. I think there's a skirt or culottes. We've got this black and white cardigan here, quite nice. That was £99. Not so sure on the fabric there, but I'm assuming it's a nice mix that, probably wool. Nice black buttons on that. Then, as I said, the sort of darker colours here, not particularly summery, but some of them are in sort of cotton and linen. Now, this little cardigan slash sort of top, £89 in the sort of khaki colour, or the sort of moss green colour rather, really. So hope you kept up with that shop around Marks and Spencer's. I'm going to try and link as many items as I can. However, with that number of items, I might not be able to fit them all in the description box. And the Jaeger items, I'm not going to link. They're probably easier to find anyway because you can filter for Jaeger. But if there's anything specifically you want that isn't listed in the description box, then just drop me a comment and I'll try and find it for you. So hope you enjoyed that look at what's in the shops. Now, next week I'm saving the holiday shop for a separate video because there was so much to see. So that's what's coming up next week. I'm going to be doing that. I have got one new in item to show you this week. Now, I couldn't do any try-ons at Marks and Spencer's. It was so busy, I couldn't film anything. So I've actually done a little order from Marks and Spencer's and I'll be showing you that next week in with the holiday shop. So I have got one thing to show you though that's not from Marks and Spencer's. So I happened to take a trip to the outlet, shopping outlet Clark's Village that I sometimes go to, and in Joules I spotted this nice item. It's a lovely pale blue blazer. Now, if you saw my video last week, you'll know I got quite a few items in this sort of colour and I couldn't resist this. It was a very good price. Full price is £89. This was £62, and if I'd wanted it in the pink, it was only £44, but I decided the blue would be a lot more versatile. So let me just show you a little bit close up so you can see the fabric. Can you see it's sort of a herringbone sort of pattern? I did think it may have a little bit of wool in it, but it's not, it's cotton. And I think there's a bit of polyester in some of the lining and things, but it's mainly cotton. But really nice blazer. Now it's sort of medium weight because it is a lined blazer. You can see there. It's not, you know, like a very light linen blazer, but it's not as hot as a winter blazer. So I would say you can sort of wear it from, you know, March time, probably all the way through till sort of October, and then it wouldn't be suitable. And maybe not in the very hottest months. I'll just show you this on. So you can see there, it's a lovely, smart little blazer. I did get the size 14, which does fit up, but it's reasonably fitted. I tried the 16 and that seemed a little bit bulky. The sleeves were a lot wider, it was longer, it was looser, but also I sort of lost the shape because this has got quite a nice shape. It does nip in a little bit at the waist. Could pull up the sleeves like that so it shows what you've got on underneath. There's a little button on the cuff actually there, I don't know if you can see, could open that up and do them up a little bit. I just thought it was a lovely colour for summer. Now I know I bought a denim jacket recently in this colour, but obviously it's a different sort of vibe, isn't it? The denim jacket is much more casual. This is a little bit more structured, a little bit smarter. You know, I can see that looking really nice with a pair of linen trousers and things. So I was really happy with that. It's finished off very nicely. I know some of you don't like the little logos, but it's got the little rabbit logo on the pocket there. I don't know if you can see. Has two pockets at the front here and a little vent at the back, but otherwise reasonably sort of plain. But I just thought it's one of those classic pieces that, you know, could stay in my wardrobe for 15 years really. So I have something to ask you. Please, could you let me know if I show you any more jackets this season, please drop me a comment and say you don't need them, because I did pick up a couple of new jackets from TK Maxx, as you know. I already had some nice jackets anyway. I've got my Primark pink suede one. I've now got this one. I really don't need any more jackets. So I'm going to rely on you to tell me that. Let me know if you see me wanting to buy yet another one. I don't need it. Okay, thank you for that. Thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video. As I said, there's more on M&S next week. Thank you to those people who subscribed last week as well. I picked up quite a few new subscribers. Nearly need probably about 100 more to get to my 2,000. So if you haven't yet subscribed and you're still watching it, why not? So please subscribe, a like, maybe even a hype. I know a couple of people did give me a hype last week, so thank you for that. But hope you've enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed speaking to you, and I hope to see you again next week. Goodbye. And I'm just going to leave you with some images of Dorset on the bank holiday weekend recently. So we're at Minturn, and you'll also see some Weymouth pictures as well.